You know?
It's a video.
Yeah.
Welcome to Xanax, where we will be speaking to the founder and CEO of the brand, Ziyanda. See what she did there? She took a bit of a name and put it in the brand. Live on Mzansi Insider, yay! Get onto our social media platforms. It's at Mzansi Insider, and let us know how the show is going so far. Hailing all the way Ozogana Mtata, Ziyanda, and we are obsessed. It's a brand new range. It's called Xanax. Hello, baby. Hello. Lady in red. Hey. You look stunning. Is this your range? Are you wearing one of your pieces?
Yes.
Tell me how you got in love with clothes.
It's been a very long time coming. I've always known that I was going to become a fashion designer.
Okay.
Back like literally grade 4, I used to buy like these journals. I'm a journal person, so my mom used to give me these journals, and every first page I used to write fashion designer. Yeah, and then I just growing up, it was just a thing that I always knew that I was going to end up in fashion.
Yes.
But it was scary because there was a lot of fashion designers where I come from.
Yes.
So it was a big dream, and every time I said I want to be a fashion designer, someone would be like, hey,
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a scary thing, but I knew deep down that that's where I'm going to end up.
Because particularly in the black community, a lot of times that's so in our communities, we don't regard them as fashion designers.
Yes.
Then you come to children, fashion designers. Who are some of the women or men that when you grew up, you started looking at what they're doing and you were like, I want to do what this people do? Did you have people around you like that?
Yes. You know what's funny? My dad's older brother used to sew a two-piece bag. The traditional Xhosa attire.
Okay.
He used to specialize in that. And my aunt is also a tool. But as you were saying, I didn't consider them to be fashion designers.
Yeah.
But I used to look at their craft and like, oh my god, I want to do it. But how I saw it in my head was different from how they were doing it. So I don't know how, but I was like, okay, that's how. that's where it started.
Yeah.
That I was David Nale.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
It was them to David.
yes, and David was more of what I wanted to be and who I wanted to become. But they were like the base. I was just like, this feels right because it comes from my family, and as much as it's not entirely what I want, but it's part of the dream.
Yeah. Let's talk Xanax. Who is it for? You know, who are you dressing? Who when you're sketching and you're making a design?
Because here's another thing. When I was back in high school, I used to say, I was like, oh my god, people regard, it's either you are a couture designer or you just do ready-to-wear or you just do street style or you do swimwear and stuff like that. And my main thing was I didn't want to box myself. I wanted to do anything I could possibly do as long as it's fashion and clothing.
Yeah.
So the main purpose of Xanax Customs is to customize for an average woman, any woman that wants to feel special, any woman that wants a garment that's custom made. I want to do that for her. So hence my collections and my clothes aren't like the same thing. I'll do streetwear when I want to. I'll do ready-to-wear when I want to. I'll do couture when I want to. So,
And I was about to say that's what I'm seeing a little bit. Ooh, bag. Is this a bag?
yes.
Or is this the front?
That's it. Right?
Mukokotlo, ever oshapile mukokotlo. I love this. This feels like everybody can. Oh, and slits as well. So what is this, a dress or is
It's a
it?
dress.
Hey, go. Do you get
It hides. It's like goes up to here.
Okay, cool. I love this. The material is light, beautiful. The print. Who's this for?
This is
Where am I going?
You're going out to lunch with your girls. You're going to wear flags, a nice cute little bag, sunnies all the way. Even when you're during your lunch, you can't take off your sunglasses because you're that girl that day.
Oh, okay, the whole day.
Absolutely.
Lala, okay. This one looks interesting because it kind of gives me. I want you to stand up so I can see it. It gives me the same like one shoulder.
This is literally one-sided. It's a one-side jacket.
I don't understand.
It's red one side. You see how your jacket is two sides? This one is just one side. So you can wear it.
What's so kids and then come on with that.
That's it. So it hangs like that.
Mawena. Ke tella o rantse ke re dumelang ba heso le phetse hantle. And then a little hetanyana. All right. Who's this for? This I feel like it's somebody bold who's ready to be like in a space and just like look at me. I love this.
You got invited to an event, even if you didn't get invited. So you're like, you know what? I'm gonna look good.
Yeah.
So that they can see that I deserve to be in that room.
Okay.
Absolutely.
This I love because of the messaging at the back, and I want you guys to check this out. Here are pieces of me.
Yes.
Tell me about the wording behind this and the actual. Let me see if I've learned anything in fashion. This is a key bone.
Yes. So the whole idea of me being a fashion designer was I wanted to tell my story and how I know that everybody has their story, and I was like, I want to tell my story through my clothes. So I wanted to give the world pieces and parts of me through my clothing. So that hence it's look here. So each and every garment is a story
piece of you.
and is a piece of you.
All right. How do we have some other? This one is.
This was one of my. This is a garment that I showed at XA5. It was my first big fashion show, and it was my favorite show.
Yeah.
You're going to the awards.
Okay.
You're going to.
Thank you so much. I'd like to say thank you to God, my mother, family. This is
And
fun.
you have to motivate us when you finish because you look that good, and they're going to believe you. The audience is going to believe that.
Okay.
Yeah. If she tells me to do this, if she tells me that I can do it, I really can.
You really can. This is beautiful. I love the detail on it. I see that it's like individual laces that's put on.
Yes.
This is
It
fun.
took me.
I was about to ask you how long did it take you to make
This is literally my favorite dress out of all of them. Out of all the dresses.
Because even the feathers, this is time.
It took me days.
How much would this go for?
And it cost them
Okay, it's gonna. You watch it
like it cost close to 10K.
10K.
Yes.
Alright, I understand.
Just to make.
Because I see there's beadings,
These are singles.
embroidery. Are these singles?
Yes, and these are different. Like these feathers are different from these ones. So
Sure.
I had to buy them separately and put them on separately.
Alright.
And then the bag to match.
And the bag to match.
Yes.
Alright, I've got the bag. I've got the dress.
So you basically know what you're doing.
Yes. So this would be my combo.
Yes.
Combos are communicating. Combos are communicating. I absolutely love this. How do people find you, Lava?
I am on all social media platforms. I'm on YouTube. It's @Nkunjana on Instagram and Twitter. Ziyanda Nkunjana on Facebook and Ziyanda Nkunjana on YouTube.
Yeah, quickly. Is this custom made as well?
Yes. No, just the airport spec.
Big, and then you added the zagagagaga. I love the zagagaga. But I've got kittens. They would scratch the living daylights out of the zagaga and think it's one of them and a friend of them to play. All right. Thank you so much for coming through, my love. I think this is absolutely beautiful. We wish you all the best in your career and that you're going to continue to do amazing stuff. Quickly, before I let you go, if anybody could wear your clothes, who would it be?
I had this answer in my head.
Yeah.
I had it prepared, but now it's
gone.
Beyonce's too obvious.
It's not obvious, babes. That's a dream that you can reach for. Next thing you're there and you're doing Beyonce, like she said, it's too obvious, and now she's doing it.
There.
You know what I mean?
Women like Beyonce, I like women like daring women, like women that are powerful. Like those are my kind of, and I think that's every woman because we all have that woman in us. So I think
for the masses.
Yeah.
Do you think Zota would ever wear one of your clothes?
No.
Okay. Alrighty, and that's where we're gonna close it off. Ziyanda, thank you so much for joining. I look like I just threw off. It's time for us to head over to top 5. And no, Zota Abantu is not in the top 5.
All right, thank you. Bring them. Thank you, Tato. That's beautiful. Rail out and
Thank you so much, Ari.
Guys, this makeup looks so good. Oh my god. It looks, I wish been physically here. Hi guys. So I'm done shooting. I'm done with everything. I was nervous coming, but like Rory just made me feel so comfortable, and she's just such an amazing spirit. But you can just see the type of person she is off screen, and I think like she's the same person even like live, which is absolutely amazing. I loved it so much. You guys better watch out, you better catch it, you better watch it, and do enjoy. So now I'm heading home. I think I'm just gonna get home and drink. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just have a one or two nyan, just to, thank God. But anyway, I'm gonna see you guys when I see you. Bye. I want us to have like a quick chat as I'm still waiting for my food. I just ordered food on Uber. It's early and I just want to have something to eat, to relax there, have something to drink, just to pour. But anyway, I just wanted to like speak about today. So a couple of months ago, Mzansi Insider wanted me for a different segment, but I was not going to be on the show. So they had like this thing where, but you have to style someone, basically give an older person a makeover, right? So I got that, but like I couldn't do it because the weekend that they wanted the footage, my mom was away, right? My mom was away. And I don't know what the second time what happened, but just didn't work out. And I told the content producer that, sweetie, no, I don't want to be forcing. Because also as an been title gone, but if like that one was ideal because all I had to do was just shoot the content myself, and obviously I will be able to do that. I need to just give this person a makeup. I was gonna do it with my mom, so I just need. This dope idea that I was gonna because my mom and I have a few dresses that look alike. I've made us like twinning dresses before, so I was like, oh, when I put on this dress, we're gonna kill it. But then it wasn't working out, so I was just like to the content producer, oh sweetie, you know what, it's fine. So that just fell through. And then so randomly on Tuesday, was it Tuesday? today is Thursday. He said it was, yeah, on Tuesday. He calls me, he's like, sweetie, we need you for an interview. I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, on Thursday, on the 18th, blah, 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 blah. I was in Mthatha, sweetie. And it was like so sudden, so I was like, damn. And I was like, I agreed on the spot. And also because I have another shoot coming up, but next week. So I was just like, then I can just go in earlier, you know. But I'm not saying no to this. So I was like, yes, I'm coming. Like, I didn't even hesitate. I was just like, yes, I'm coming. So I booked my tickets that evening. I packed. Like, it was crazy because I had to travel izolo. So, and I was just like, ibus is out of the question because ndizofika namhlanje kuseni. I won't rest. And so I was just like, my last sense, let me fly to Joburg, right? So I got home, I told my mom. My mom was just like, Dadam, I'm like, sweetie. And when it comes to my mom, she's the type of person that she's very supportive. Like, because I think more than anything, she always says that it's because she feels like she doesn't have to necessarily understand my dream or what I want to do or like my whole job and stuff, but she just needs to know what's happening, and I always need to try and make her understand why it's important to me, why would I want to like up and fly to Joburg for an TV interview, like why is it so important to me. As long as I try and make her understand, she doesn't have to get it. How can I put this? Like, she doesn't have to agree. Yes, that's the word, that's the term. She doesn't have to always agree with some of my decisions, but she'll always, as long as I make her understand, she'll always try to like support me the best way she can. And she's been like that for years, which is something that I know that I can never say that mama can support, because one thing about her, she will support me. She will spend her last cent to support me and to see me happy and to see me going for the things that set my soul on fire vibes. So that day, I got home, I packed, I got rained on, footy on that day. So I was dalala receiving at I'm zobane flu. So I was just like, oh bawam, like, you know how COVID, you can't even have a flu because once you have a flu, you worry. I hope I go so flu. But anyway, so I packed and stuff. I slept, woke up in the morning yesterday. My flight was from East London, right? And as you know, into Mthatha. So I'm not gonna book number one. And I fly from Mthatha. A bad experience, and the experience and get over yona. Because what happened was, this other year, Dan fly from Mthatha. My flight was scheduled for 9:55. Got there early and get your game to get your but all the flight delayed. Ne. Fine, silent minion. Got her no. They're putting on parts. And then my story is dumb. God, that's all I can tell you. Fine. We waited there the whole day. Pango past 6, but it's cancelled, rescheduled for the next day. Sasbabi, I want that were resident but sometimes the rest of travelers, people that either were traveling through Mthatha or Yongeland. Imagine having to rebook accommodation because of airline that's unprofessional, and so it was just a mess. And now I had to be somewhere. I had to cancel my plans because of land. So I've just had issues with flying from Mthatha. So I was like, I don't want to risk it, because if I didn't fly izolo, I was not gonna make it this morning. Because you hardly you hardly get like flights as early. Like the earliest flight you get that I've seen them now, because I checked for yesterday and today, was like go 2 p.m. and the call time on Mlanja was 9. So I was like, I have to be out of the Eastern Cape by last night. So I took but it takes, it's a taxi service, but it takes a taxi, and that's not in done. So ndakhwela yona sayofika Monty. I called a friend of mine to take me to the airport. Got to the airport, flew, landed. I think I landed around 7:30. Called Figentini, and I was just tired, because imagine Galoko, I was up, go 6 to get ready and to finish up packing, and on the road for like 3-4 hours. So I was literally on my toes the whole day, And then so I was just like, I was just tired. Woke up this morning and it was Mzansi Insider day. They sent me a driver. I figure. So guys, can I tell you like we're gone by number one. I got this call on Tuesday. Number two, I don't have a sewing machine. My sewing machine in for service. What am I gonna wear? So I call Sia. So Sia and I, we go through my dresses. We go through. I'm like, Chumi, I don't know what I'm going to wear. Like, so we tried our best to try to find something that would be, but it wasn't my best option. I just want to like put it out there. It's a beautiful dress. I really love this dress, but it was not something that I wanted to wear because first of all, I also worn it before and that didn't sit well. Like God just put me in this position and I don't know why. Like it can't be teacher, you know, but and guy has lesson. Times are in the future, but one guy has lesson. So Sia and I picked this dress and I was like, okay, cool. Hair, okay, cool. I didn't even want to wear my kilo because I've been doing it a lot lately, so I was like, it must rest. And I haven't worn this wig in months, and it was washed but it didn't big out of 5. So it was just a lot of things, a lot of factors that went into today's look that I was just like, you know what, God, just take me through the day. So Nafiki Zolo, fine, chilled. Guys, I couldn't find the dress. I looked number for 4 hours. Guys, in the lingo 2 a.m. exen dikhalela look andifumani dikhalela isihlangu andisifumani dikhangli week akhona ndifumanayo. Make it make sense. There was a time where I just sat down and I was like, you know what, let me breathe. That's how, because do you know, here's another thing, which is it's a trauma response and it's something that I'm trying to unlearn. I always expect things not to go my way. I always expect something to go wrong because things really do go wrong, and like when they do, I'm like, you know, I don't leave a room for disappointment. The whole house is a house of disappointment, and then if a surprise would be at the door, but nothing went wrong vibes. So I was just like, like I was not even shocked that like nothing was coming together. And banga other options. I literally have nothing that I was willing to wear. Like, yes, but it's like, no, I'm not feeling this. Like, I'm not willing to wear this. Like, you know, like, I was just, it was a lot of stressful factors. And finally, I found the dress. Found the whole look. Now, I'm just like, I am not even feeling this outfit actually. Like, imagine I spent hours looking for this outfit, but now I'm just like, so I went to bed, remember, and the feelings, I wanted one thing, the makeup, so I want to anyway, woke up, got ready, packed the clothes that we're going to be used for display, sent the driver, fika pana. Guess what happens? Mostly, number one of the things that I wanted, the three main things that I wanted for my display was this other white jacket that got lost. I don't want to talk about how it got lost. Number 2, this other jumpsuit, my favorite jumpsuit in history. I gave it to a friend of mine. I don't want to talk about that. But now I can't, and this dress, this pink dress that I made for a client of mine for matric downs. That is the best dress I've ever made. I'm fine. No, I contacted her. She's such a sweet little baby girl. I contacted her. I'm like, baby, please buy me your dress. She was like, cool, just let me know. So when I get to, but landed late, a bit late, not late, but a bit later, I wasn't able to go past her. So I was like, okay, I'll send Uber and then just put in the Uber. She was like, cool with that. They send the Uber. Jonga. Dalinda. This is during makeup. So as I'm doing my makeup, I'm also stressed about this driver coming. Dalinda. Eventually, and the junkie app arrived Emily trip. There's no dress in sight. Yo, guys, I was like, what else can go wrong? Like I was not even not shocked, but not surprised. It's like, what? But of course, I was not surprised. I was like, I expected this to happen. And I don't know if maybe sometimes things happen because I always expect them to go wrong. Tell me that's why they go wrong. But yeah, So I waited, I we fought and drive, but utakaibonda to just sebenza damn GPS, got it damn GPS yant only. It's like it can't find, I must direct him. I'm directing Jana cause I must Mzansi Insider to Makati. So I called the content producer. I'm like, sweetie, can't just handle it. You know, I don't know what to say, but I need the stress. Yeah, chick. Haven't gone but uchiku yapi neloko and eating that dress is the dress that I need right now. Uchika na yapi. What will happen all chick? Fine, Kanya, such a sweetheart. Oh my god. Daddy, please handle it. Kanya no handle she afiki lokwe. Thank God, I came back. Then by steam, but yeah, the clothes were steamed and then they were hanged on the rails. It was time for we went in. It was time for the interview. So guys, I swallow my words. I'm sorry. So we went in and I met the crew and stuff. Everyone was just so amazing. Like I don't understand how a whole building of people can be so amazing. From the makeup artist to the girls that were assisting me with miking, the producers, the directors. Wonge umtu was sweet. I just don't understand it between everyone. And then I met Rory sang. I met Rory. I was nervous. I won't lie. I was really nervous. My tummy was in knots. I couldn't even eat. And I was worried that my tummy would have grumbled on TV because being like young. But I was fine. Rory made me so comfortable, such a sweetheart. She just was, you know, she was very welcoming and she has a beautiful spirit. And I realized when I met her, I was like, actually, she's the same often on camera. She's lively, she's kind, she's just a sweet woman. And she was kind enough and she just made the whole process so easy. We did the interview. Guess who was vlogging for me? Ukanya asked someone to vlog for me between. So zonga footage and shout out to Ukanya that made sure that it gets done. He got me the footage on backstage. Jonga, he did the most and I'm so happy because I was worried because I didn't go with anyone. And that's something else that I felt so pathetic about. I was like, I'm so pathetic. I don't even have a friend that's here with me to take my BTS. How pathetic can I be? But yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. But it was a good day. I won't lie. I'm so grateful because also I've wanted to be on Mzansi Insider, guys, for years. Like, for years. I'm trying to think. Like, it was in 2015 when I remember Tebi Vundla was there back in the Cat Sinivasan days. Tebi was being interviewed by Cat and they were rating out clothes and stuff and my clothes appeared on Mzansi Insider. For me, because I had wanted to be on Mzansi Insider so bad, that for me was enough. I was like, I've wanted to be on Mzansi Insider for the longest time at Booming Bam. And just having my clothes being, that means they know my name, you know. So that was enough for me. So like doing this, it was unbelievable. And from the time that Kanya called me on Tuesday to this morning, I couldn't believe it. I kept feeling like phone and someone was gonna cancel or something like that. Guys, it's like that's how my mind is sometimes, you know. I think life will deal you dirty, Betuna. I don't want to lie. Life will really deal you dirty because that's my trauma response. Like that thing of I always expect to be rejected, or I always know that Mtu is gonna say no. I always expect the no, and when somebody says yes or agrees, I'm just like, oh, that's a surprise, you know. Yeah, which is just something that I need to work on because it's not good. Because it is negativity to some extent, but I think I just say I prep myself just in case I do get a no that my heart doesn't break. You understand? Because it has broken so many times before. So I'm like, now I don't have the energy, you know. But today it was just something so magical. Like it's something I can't explain the feeling, you know. Yeah, I really can't. Like it was just beautiful. And a friend of mine was speaking yesterday. We were speaking about like grace as a concept, you know. and like she sent me something, I'll put it on the screen, but it talks about how grace is something you haven't worked for, you don't deserve it, but it's a gift and you have it in abundance, you know. And I was like to her, I think now that's where I need to direct my mindset to, because I've felt like I was not worthy or not deserving for so long that now when things happen, I'm just like, it's not gonna happen. I'm not worthy. I don't deserve it. You understand? I think I've thought that I don't deserve a lot of things for the longest time, that I actually started believing it, you know. Which is, guys, I've actually been looking at myself. I'm so sorry. I'll try to look at the camera. But yeah, guys, that was my day. It was a beautiful day. My heart is so full, and I just pray that this is the first of so many. I pray that Uchiko, honestly, God can never send you. His grace is not gonna protect you. His grace is not gonna guide you, and that's a kind of grace that I'm asking for. And yeah, man, it was a great day. Let me check on my food, and I'll see you guys when I'm eating. Guys, my friend here is running around like a headless chicken. She's stressed, you know, because girlfriend Olympics are up. The girlfriend Olympics are stressing my girl, guys, and you know what? I'm here supporting it, because what else must happen? What are you doing now, sweetie?
This is.
Girlfriend Olympics are up and around. Guys, party at that break. Yeah. And this is the, you know, I'd like to look good, but I didn't try. You know, it's like, what's up? Oh, this is like just started.
No, obviously I'm not gonna look like this.
Okay, we're gonna one more. Hey, wena. Hey, kirata look how. Oh, kirata look how. Hey, batung. Huh? That's the one.
So what am I thinking?
So guys, we are going to the shops right now because my friend here needs to get stuff for her picnic set up. And then Monisa, she did the most. Like, I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her, guys. Hey, bo. On a picnic set up with your mom. So we're going to get like, and that's sitting on but say I'm she's like, I'm teaching you. I'm like, Sana, I'm learning. So we're going to the shops now. The time is 18:54, so I think the store is still open. So we are going to go and just see what she's getting to complete a look. Yeah, a look here, yeah, picnic. What do you know? What? I'm really loud. Okay, so 11:11. Sure.
Does that person watch your YouTube channel?
Which person?
That one.
The one that I know as well. I don't know, probably because she's always somewhere in the lines. So what are you thinking?
Nothing. Nothing.
You're hoping that
No.
I can make it happen.
No. I'm trying to let that girl know me and shit.
Did you what?
Get grapes.
Pineapple. Pineapple.
You know what that's for? What are you doing, City? I just wanted to remember how to melt chocolate because I haven't done it in so long, okay?
Hey! What do you know? I think you're equal until you see some spas. Oh my god, guys. Let's pass. What? Guys, I've never seen a spa or fully stocked or clean all the time. Every time I've been to that spa, it's always clean. It's always well packed. Guys, why? think about me. Money. Guys, that spa, you will never see even a spill. It's always tidy, fully stocked. The food is top tier. Hey, all the talk. Circle Spa could never.
10 out of 10.